I want to tell you about mugshots, and I have a collection of mugshots. I have mugshots of Heidi Fleiss, Daryl Hannah, Charlie Sheen, Nick Nolte, of course, but my favorite, by far my favorite, is a mugshot of John Sadwith. In 1981, as the story goes, John was working as a public defender, and he was representing a gentleman who was remanded into the care and custody of the Denver Sheriff's Department. And he was done so without a judge making findings of fact or conclusions of law. And that is unconstitutional. So John, being a young public defender, decided he would address this. And he popped off to a judge. And the judge promptly remanded him into the care and custody of the Denver Sheriff's Department. And when people or institutions try to subvert the Constitution, it's sometimes necessary to stand up and scream, even at the risk of being imprisoned. But if you're going to stand up for freedom, you might as well smile, open your eyes, and not look hungover.
I met John in the public defender's office in Denver. John was really committed to his clients. I would describe his negotiating style as persistently annoying until he beat down the DA and the DA gave him the deal that he wanted.
There are two aspects of John. One is the sort of the former trial lawyer, public defender, and the other is his heart. And I think as a public defender, you take on the cases that are tough and you feel maybe they've done some bad things, but you want to get the best deal for them. So his heart is in that respect.
He's so outgoing, and I'm not. And it's easy to be around John when he's your friend.
He makes me laugh even when he's not around. Sometimes I'll just think about some of the funny things he said and I'll just start laughing.
The older I've gotten, the less embarrassed I've gotten of him because I realize everyone else finds him funny. When I was younger though, I did not think he was funny at all. So yeah, it's changed quite a bit. Sometimes I'll be like, Dad, you need to stop, and he won't, but.
CTLA was a young organization. I felt it needed somebody who liked to schmooze. I realized that John was, at least in my mind, the perfect guy for the job.
Hub Stern, Judge Stern, was on the board at CTLA. He asked me to apply, and I said, what's that? I do criminal law. I don't know anything about civil law.
And I said, this is a great job for you, and you're an idiot if you don't at least look into it.
At that time, I'd been rejected for 4 county court judgeships, and I thought, maybe this is something to do. I took my resume over. They scheduled me for an interview the next day, and the next thing I know, I'm being offered this job.
Turned out to be, I guess, somewhat of a lucky, intuitive belief on my part that I'm actually proud to have been a part of.
You should look around his office. He probably has 24, 25 pictures of his son lined up. And they're pictures of his son like every year in school. It's adorable. I think that part speaks to his dedication to his family. The other thing you're going to notice in his office is he has tons of junk. He has trading cards and bobbleheads. He has a mirror that you look at and it laughs at you. That's weird. He has a rat that drinks out of a coffee cup. That's weird, but that's his thing.
My life is to make people laugh and not take themselves too seriously. You know, life is hard enough without laughter.
He retains all this knowledge that he's developed over the last 32 years, and he's a good teacher. We have an opportunity every year to meet with our colleagues, and John is often asked to speak at those meetings. And he's excellent in conveying what he's learned over the years.
He's done some amazing things. There's hardly any disaster that happens anywhere in the world that John doesn't say, okay, we got to raise some money for this tornado or this flood. He's very diligent and focused and adamant in raising money, and he's done that in so many respects.
I can tap a vast amount of resources in my membership, and to be able to write checks to the Red Cross or the Tsunami or the Make-A-Wish Foundation, that was just, just a fabulous thing to do.
On a more personal note, last year when I had breast cancer, he just really took care of me. He was there every step of the way. And in the mornings when I didn't want to get out of bed and I felt awful, he cracked a joke or said something funny, and I knew that I had to get up and I had to get moving. And I felt like he saved my life, and he really kept me going.
It's an exceptional trait to be able to have vision and drive and skill and dreams, and at the same time be able to make jokes about yourself, be able to laugh about kind of who you are and what you do, and that makes him very endearing.